welcome again to Lorelei's home upstairs in Clairvoyant Corner. What I'm doing over here is what Auntie Cabot taught me, my adopted aunt, should I say. And what you do is you warm up the oils 3 times. You never let them boil, but it's to infuse them and put the intentions into them. So I have almond oil in there today, a little bit of rose oil, and a little bit of patchouli for the spirits. I'm looking for jasmine. I know she'll probably tell me no. But I'm going to put jasmine or lavender in there. I think I'm going to do a little lavender just to keep the stress down. So I'm going to put that. So it already simmered once. We're going to put it on now to simmer twice. It's 3 times 3. May you have love and light, and the love in your life shall be, so mote it be. And it's about other things too, not always love, but me being a love clairvoyant, I always add a little bit of this. This is also made the spirits from above, who you have loved, always be with you this month, with the veils being so thin, so mote it be. So it's more than one thing. I'm not a traditional witch, I always say. I combine things. And I think it's certainly okay to ask your mother or your mother or whoever was a specialist in love to help you out. I have Salem Sage animals. I call them my grandmother. She loved all animals, and she never hurt an animal, and if they were wild, she just went outside and fed them. And so that's, so I would call her in for the animal magic. For love magic, I would call my mother. And then, of course, Auntie Cabot for common sense. And she wheels me in. So this is going to simmer a little bit. We'll let it simmer. And then I'm going to show you, of course, this is our apple spell, our famous apple spell that we do downstairs. But I put it out because I was doing an article for the Boston Globe, and I wanted to have some magic up here so they see how you do kitchen magic, so to speak. And now I have champagne, and this is very important to me, so get this. This is in honor of my late husband, who passed away, Gerard, and his niece, who I love and adore, Carol Ann, and her wonderful family, came and gave this to me while they were in Italy. And he had passed while she was in Italy. I haven't opened it yet, and I won't open it. I don't want to cry. I'm not going to open it until I sit down with Carol and have it. So, no tears. I'm coming this way. This is the wonderful altar for the kitchen to keep things nice. I've got some amethyst, and I have some rose quartz, and I have some quartz, and it's all for protection, stress, love, good mojo, and a little money goes a long way. Over here is my dining room, and funny stories, a couple of things. We have, we're still in new moon energy, so I love having flowers around the new moon, #1. But I loved having it for the Boston Globe too. But you see this mermaid? Lorelei Cabot made that for me about a month before I came back to town 19 years ago. And she didn't know why she made it. She just started painting it. And then when I came back about 3 months or so afterwards, she came down to Lorelei's, my first store. And she took it, and she had it dropped off. She goes, now I know why I made it, because you came back to town, and you are the Lorelei. And so, little did we know at that time that I would be the Lorelei hanging this in my dining room up here. And then this is another wonderful person, Linda Monroe, my buddy who I love. Don't get me crying. Anyway, she just passed on, and this was her doll, and I have her show this month. So this is in honor of those we love. And so this is the month that I'm going to put out a lot of pictures of those we love. And she was out. I'm going to miss her terribly, but I love the doll right where she is. And of course, this was one of my mother's pictures, so I have that in the background. I have a mirror, as we all know. In magic, mirrors reflect energy that is sent to you, good or bad. Some of the energies that we collect from the universe, some of our own energies that we put into the mirror. So I just send it back to the universe. I never send it back to the person that sent it. I believe the universe will take care of that. So now this is a beautiful pentacle that somebody I adored. She was only 18 years old, and I mentored her. And now she is very high ranked in the military. And I think she's Special Forces, actually. And I hope that I made a big impression in her life, but she gave me this as a gift, so I hung it for her. I'm very proud of her. And I'm not sure she wants me to mention her name since she's in Special Forces. Now, this is a beautiful sword, and we know that's for ear, you know, to create sacred space. It's not for cutting people, it's for cutting, creating the ear to create space. So that's what it's for. Now, wait till you see the upstairs. Of course, this is an altar, and most witches have either a love altar or they have an ancestor altar. I combine mine. And I do it because my philosophy and magic and everything is when you're born to the closest person you love. When you pass on, you think about the closest person you love. So I think it's perfectly okay to ask my mother for help and love, and to ask those that I love that are here to be protected from those who have passed on. So I decided a long time ago it's okay to mix it, and I do. And this is St. Francis basically, and he's for the animals. And I do like the Pope. I have to tell everybody I love St. Francis. I think he's doing a great job, and I think that all religions have to be more tolerant, even the witch religion. You have to have tolerance, and so I'm happy that he's really standing strong and showing that. I think the world needs that. We have Lady Justice over here. She sort of does the work that's needed when things aren't going the right way. We ask Lady Justice to straighten it out, and she usually does. Over here is New Moon. So I got beautiful flowers, and this is from Beautiful Things, and he did a great job. And this is for love and light in your life, and I just love it that we have it here today. And then I have my little girl over here. That's a spirit, and she's named Annabelle. And Annabelle actually was at the old Lyceum when we did a circle. And she's been felt around here quite a bit too from strangers that have come up and said, I feel a little girl around. I said, that's the Annabelle, don't worry. I believe spirits are good. Like my mother always said, it's not the dead that hurt you, it's the living, so honor the dead. Over here is a halo over my head, that picture. I called in my mother's energy that night at an event. We did a circle. Long story short, that's not a hat, people. That's a halo, and I know my mother's the only one that would give it to me. And, of course, we have our quartz for healing, our smoky quartz for protection, and cherry quartz for love and light. And a little bit of romance, maybe. And this is my favorite artist in the world, April. And she makes all of our little mermaids and witches' hats, paintings, and she's just wonderful. And I want her to know that I have her through my house as well. Now, this is the room, my guest room, and I love this room. It's so comfortable, and everybody that stays here, they feel very comfortable and spiritual, and that's what I want them to feel. We have wonderful spirits through this home, and they do visit. So, I tell everybody, you know, don't be scared when you hear them running up and down the stairs or knocks on the door, anything like that. It's me, Chico. I even have, I use a lot of water because, A, I'm a fire sign, it calms me down, and B, I envision myself living by the ocean at some point and coming here, you know, for 6 months a year and living in the ocean the other 6 months, so I'm projecting for that. So this is my room of projection for the ocean. Here's another one I want you to look at. The Heather Reed. Heather Reed makes these, and she's my beautiful artist. And I love them so much I put them to the house. And we took them in this year. Was the first year we took them in, and they're flying. We can't keep them in. So, and I have them upstairs too. This is which I love. This is for my guests. I like them to have a little altar so if they want to burn candles or make a wish of anything, they can. This is one of my dogs that passed on. It's his one, King, and we love him to bits. And a little bit of the ocean for water, and we usually have a chalice for water here too, but I also have the crystals here, so I thought that a little mermaid would be good and fitting for me and for my guests as well. This is petrified wood, and that's very magical. This is one of Auntie Cabot's protection potions bottles, and I love that as well. This tree I'm working on. If Laurie sees it, she'll kill me. We've been working on it for 6 months. She's the one that's so creative. But I want a tree to be full because remember that in the wintertime we want to attract the light again, so the harvest will be good for us. And whether we're farmers or we're in retail or we're computer experts, it's still the same thing. It's still the same philosophy. This was made by Laurie Cabot, and I had to have it because of course it's about the mermaids and the seas and the ocean, so I loved it, so I took it upstairs. And this is my Penny Cabot, my soul sister. And I have so many soul sisters, Leanne, my Laurie Gibson, and of course Angel. There's just like a flock of us that are soul sisters here in Salem. And she made this for me, and I love it and adore it. It's a dragon, and of course I've been known to be called a dragon amongst many other things, and I take all of my names with love and light, and I actually get a kick out of being called nicknames, even sometimes if they're a little off-centered.